Hey, you guys, this is Darius.
And this is Thaddeus.
And this is the Did I Incarnate podcast. In today's episode, we'll discuss staying in your own
Vibration.
vibration. Yes, I was going to say momentum after all that.
Yeah, after all that planning and
Right?
talking.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So, what does staying in your own momentum suggests? It suggests that you already have a momentum going. So, what is that momentum? What are you working towards? What are you trying to manifest? But what I want everyone to start off with is manifesting their own energy and who they are naturally. So just manifesting peace, manifesting ease, manifesting joy, and then from there you receive clarity because that coincides with the peace, joy. You get great ideas in that state of mind. So you receive clarity then, and once you get the clarity, you want to build the momentum for the ideas that come to you, and that's where the staying in your own vibration comes in handy because what's going to happen is you're going to have people who aren't going to share the same momentum as you, and they might give these comments that aren't meant to throw you off of your own momentum, but they might do that anyway. And it's important for you to stay within your own place, knowing that their path is their path and your path is your path. But first, you must know what that path is. Can you relate to that? That is know your own path.
Oh, I can relate to that quite well. Quite
Okay.
well. So, building up to what you were saying with staying in your vibration, and um, obviously we're continuing a little bit from the last podcast, building up your momentum. So, staying in your vibration while you're building up your momentum. A few examples of that is really what you just said. It's like other people are, they're doing their thing, you're doing your thing. You know, they may move faster than you, but you're still building up your momentum,
Yes.
or vice versa. And one of the things I've learned with staying in my own vibration while building my momentum is that I had to be aware of how I operate. So when I took my eyes off of everybody else, there was no comparison or like this person is doing it faster, or this person is doing it this way. Why is it taking me forever? So when I stopped comparing and looking at them, I was like, okay, how do I operate? Okay, this little stuff along my journey was like, okay, I am the type, I need to know the details before I do something, learn something. Okay, I'm a visual person. For me to understand something, I need to see something. So I'm working with my vibration. I'm working with how I get things. Another thing is that this was the biggest thing for me, and I learned this like recently this year was that I had to pretty much, what's the words I'm looking for? I'm trying to see, because now I'm just like I just had it, and I'm just like, what was it that I was like doing? The biggest thing for me, um, we're pretty much just staying in my whole vibration. Oh, that's funny. It literally just like escaped my head just now. That's really funny. I've never
Don't do
had.
drugs,
I
everybody.
know, right? Like, don't do drugs. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Drugs. Like, I don't know. Just kicked back in
Look at
that drug word.
that.
Anyways, I don't do drugs. But no, one of the biggest things is that I had to build in silence.
Okay. Yes, I concur.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of how much power was in that. But I noticed when I was so excited about something, I tell like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I've always like a drop in like energy when I did that.
Hmm.
And I was just like, and I just ignored it. I just thought, okay, maybe, whatever. So now when I build stuff, I don't really say anything because I want to tell someone, even those who are like really close to me. But me building it in silence is like, it builds this pressure to me to hurry up and like, I don't know, it builds like this
Okay.
power, this like, it's like when you keeping a secret from someone,
Yes.
but you want to tell them,
Yeah.
and you're just like in that pressure. So I'm using that pressure for me because I love to like tell like my brother or sister or mother like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this, but I noticed my power dropped and my vibration dropped. But now when I don't say nothing, I'm like, is building up like pressure in me, like a good pressure, not a bad pressure, but a good like. I really want to hurry up and get this done. So
Yeah.
I've learned.
And when it gets to a point you can share, it's kind of like you're basically orgasming your creativity. No? Because you're building up this great pressure for everyone
Why
else
can't
to
we say
see.
release?
But what I mean, orgasm has you're releasing with so much more emotion behind it. When people think release, they're like, okay, I get it. But orgasm, you feel that,
Mm.
it's deeper
Ah,
than releasing. Orgasm is deeper.
I see.
Yes,
I
yes.
see.
But yeah.
We see where his mind is. But, yeah. So I've learned another thing is too is that when building my momentum and being in my vibration, be aware of other people and their nonsense. And I've learned for me specifically, when people are going through stuff, I just have to turn my blinders on and just focus on what I'm doing.
Truly, and there's nothing like selfish. Well, there, you, being selfish isn't a bad thing. Being joyfully selfish isn't a bad thing. If someone's vibration does not coincide with your own, then what you need to do is escape that vibration by focusing on your own vibration. Okay, so if you're finding that you are contemplating your ideas from the perspective of someone else, like you know what that feels like to having a great idea, but then have someone in your head who you know in real life say that this isn't a good idea, but they're saying it in your head. They aren't saying it themselves. That's a literal energetic vibration because that person is not there, but the momentum of this person has been built enough in you for you to receive that mental thought. Because thoughts are energy. Energy is vibration. So for you to receive this vibration already in your mind, this means the momentum has already been built to a certain extent. And what you want to do is, like we discussed last week, focus on the opposite of that. So, hey, Marie has an idea. Marie has a brother who won't like her idea. Marie's contemplating the perspective her brother will provide once she shares this idea with him. Marie should not share this idea with him. That is the answer to that little riddle there. Marie should not help, should not hinder herself by telling her brother about this idea because of the vibration that has been built. And what will happen is once she removes her brother from the equation, it'll be so much more easy for this vibration of the idea to grow. But it won't be able to grow if the vibration of her brother judging her for having her own idea, it won't grow because of that, because it's that's hindering the growth itself. It's the counter opposite, you know. So what you want to do is introduce something to negate the negativity. And in this example, will be just to keep, like he said, keep your silence, because with silence is power.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
And another thing to add on to what you just said was, if you know, like, certain people are not going to obviously support what you're saying,
Right.
don't tell them.
Don't tell them.
Like, don't share your dreams with
Yeah.
people. I'm sure you hear it, but when you actually think about it, like, don't do it. And even it can be someone even close to you, like certain family members, like someone like, for me, for me specifically, I know certain people in my family who I'm not telling them nothing,
Yeah.
and they know, like, and since we're being super authentic, my mother, I can tell my mom pretty much anything and everything I'm doing as far as like building business and stuff.
Yeah.
My mom just automatically supportive. My mom has this mindset like, whatever you do, baby, I believe in you. Whatever, do your thing. So my auntie Angie, I tell her, my auntie, I know her dynamic. She's very about like safety and like, make sure, yeah, I don't like it this way, but make sure you do it. But it's helpful. So my auntie always give me stuff like, you need to look out for this.
Mm-hmm.
So I know how that dynamic is. My grandmother, no, I don't tell her nothing. My grandmother, if I literally is very different. So, and I've done this in front of her. She'll ask me, "How was your day?" It was good, thank you. How was your day? Good. Okay. My auntie, on the other hand, how's your day? Oh my gosh, auntie, this happened. I did this, and I know who to talk to. And in so doing, I don't allow other people's thoughts or their experiences to be pushed on what I'm trying to do, especially if they have no idea what you're doing.
Right.
That's the biggest thing is to be careful who you share things with, who have no idea, who have no experience with what you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're doing something with music, and you don't talk to someone in your family who knows nothing about music,
Right.
if obviously talk to someone who could be a friend who's in music. That's someone you should probably share something where they can give you ideas and pointers. So staying in your vibration is being, what's the word I'm looking for? Aware and conscious of who it is that you're going to be sharing things with. So that's one thing to say with that, because I noticed that came to me.
Yeah. So we've discussed what to do when a small TIFF comes into your vibration, but what happens if that momentum for okay, so you have an idea, Marie has, she feels her brother's going to judge her for it, but she tells him anyway, and now he's like, no bitch, this is a dumb idea, ho, you retarded, don't do this. Like he's going off about this idea, and now she's like, damn, should I really do it? I don't know. So what do you do when the momentum has been built that far? How do you get out of that? The same way, honestly, because there's an understanding that just as easy as momentum is built, a momentum for something else can be built just as easy. So if you have you're building this negativity for the brother, just literally do the opposite. Do more of the opposite of that. Build this idea for yourself. Build that confidence up for yourself, and it will match and then exceed the momentum built from Marie's brother, providing that negativity. So you're doing the same thing. So I'm saying this because I want you to understand, no matter how deep it gets into what you don't want to experience, there's always an easy way for it to be turned around. Very simply, very easily, very immediately. And you just have to speak these things out loud. Last week we gave ample examples of how to create and manifest. We discussed writing things down. We discussed speaking about them. But something else that comes to mind that I'll be doing very soon, because it's a solar eclipse next week or this coming week, where energy is very strong. Something I'll be doing is I'll be going into a state of deliberate creating or deliberate manifesting. I'll literally get into a mini meditation, like a very slight kind of like just deep breathing, and then I'll only daydream about. Well, I'll only like have ideas about the things I want to experience. So I'll wake up in my bed and I'll have the perfect day in my head, and I'll do this over and over, and I'll add different things I want to experience. And this can be physical things you want, like a Mac. I want a MacBook right now. I'm saving for a car, so I'll envision this car. I'll envision this MacBook in the meantime of me deliberately creating my day. And I'll do this every single day. If you're into crystals, you can use clear quartz. You can use Herkimer diamond to amplify these intentions. You can use selenite to make sure that your goals are nice and clear with source energy. But it's a great time for you to do this because of the eclipse. And it's an eclipse in Leo. Leo being the sign of wanting to put all of who they are authentically in front of others and to receive glory and feedback from it. So to have an eclipse, which is meant for life vibrational change, a very drastic change, like literally black and white for this eclipse, to have it in Leo is a great opportunity for us to take who we naturally exist as authentically within ourselves and put this out to the forefront and be confident in what has been put out, and only focus on putting out more and not focus on allowing others to prevent us from putting out anything further, because now it's the time for us to put stuff out and to be proud of what we're putting out, because the universe is saying, is like backing us up 100%. So things will come to you much faster. Lunar eclipse in 2017, the year of the one, and like when's the last time we had an eclipse? Was it? I don't know how often that occurs. I don't know. But was it last year? You think we had an eclipse too? I don't know. I'm trying to make this more dramatic than it actually is. I don't know when's the last time we had an eclipse, but this eclipse is amazing. You should do it. It is next week. August something. I don't know. I'm going to Google it myself. I should have these facts ready. 21st? You did the 21st? I believe
so.
Okay.
I heard 21 when y'all was talking earlier.
Okay, then it's the 21st. It is the 21st. So the eclipse, you want to do that. But you want to do it before then too, because you want to do it every single day. 15 minutes of this, literally daydreaming about something you want to experience. Literally. And what you'll notice is that these things start to come into your life. Moment by moment, they start to come into your life. Or if they themselves don't come to your life, experiences that provide the same emotion will come to your life, which is exactly the same thing. Because let's say I give Thaddeus $1, but Thaddeus gives me a hug. Like, I feel like that's a kind of energetic exchange, because that hug has energy to it. It carries energy, just like $1 carries energy. So for you to receive an emotional equivalent of what you want to receive, it's like receiving exactly what you want to receive. And sooner or later, very soon, because the law of attraction never lies. It might take some time to happen, but it will come in the way that is best for you. Sooner than later, you receive the actual thing you wanted, instead of just the emotional experience that thing would have provided had it come earlier. But you'll notice in the midst of obtaining it, that the journey along the way is fun as hell. You think you want step 10 now, but you really want step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, because those steps you'll learn along the way, and they'll just feel better than only receiving step 10. Because with step 1, you receive the same feeling of what step 10 will provide you. The only difference is step 10 has the physical manifestation of it. But step 1 will provide you with the same energy, the exact same energy. And that is the key. That's how you maintain your vibration. That's how you keep your own vibration, by going from step 1 to step 10 and still feeling like you had it the entire time. You want a MacBook Pro? How does that MacBook Pro feel? Step 1, feel that out. How does it make you feel? What does it make you feel like? Get into that emotional state. Think about all the great things you can do with the MacBook Pro. What can you do on YouTube? You can edit 4K videos with the MacBook Pro. You can do all these great things with this computer. And every step along the way, you want to feel confident in knowing that it is already yours. Just by thinking it in your mind, the momentum for it has already been built, and it's already progressing towards you. And the closer you get to step 10, you'll start to see it in around you. You'll see someone else with it. You'll see You'll see a friend with it. You'll see something on YouTube. You'll see something at work. You'll have the chance to use someone else's. Then you'll be able to use this for hours, and then you get your own. Something will happen. This is how it occurs. This is how momentum builds. So what you're wanting to do, you just wanting to stay in your own vibration. And for this, you don't want to tell anyone because, oh yeah, I'm going to go into this state. I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to create a computer. You sound crazy, according to others. I know how authentic and how real this shit is, and I want you to understand that too. But not everyone will, and that's okay. Love them from a distance, and the more you focus on those that do understand where you're coming from, the more those people will be brought into your experience. Anything to add to that? That is.
Well, yeah, changing the tides a bit. I want to talk about what happens when the momentum is going really good.
Okay,
Um,
perfect.
One thing I've noticed is like when I'm doing stuff, I'm sure everybody's experienced this, literally everybody in some way, is when everything is just going great, everything is in alignment, everything is just happening fast, and it's just like it's as if like you're not even doing anything. Things are just like you have, I don't know, like these little energy things that's just taking care of everything for
Yes.
you. So everything's just perfect. And what I've learned is what you do in that state, one, enjoy it, but keep doing what you did that got you there.
Yes, don't stop. Don't feel like it's going to stay there because momentum is building for everything all
Right.
the time.
Right.
So you want to keep this momentum up because if you don't keep the momentum up, other things will come to you that you didn't necessarily want to because you're also manifesting by default because you're constantly thinking of different things. So you want to, like you said, keep this focus. So I don't know why, but I'm just imagining someone in the grocery store and they found the perfect thing they wanted. It was the last one. It was perfect. It was glowing. It was exactly what they wanted. But then they go home and life isn't as good as it was in the grocery store. That's because the momentum before the grocery store ended at the grocery store. But you want to maintain that vibration all the way home. All the way home.
Exactly. So yeah, just with that, just keep doing what you're doing. Obviously listen to what comes to you. Um, Stay on track with that. But the biggest thing with that is just keep doing what you did to get you there.
Yeah.
And obviously, while you're on in momentum and you're staying in your vibration, you're doing what you're supposed to do for you and yourself. You can go bigger with it, like what it is that you want to do, or whatever it is that you're doing. What level can you take it at with the momentum that's happening? Like one thing I've noticed too is like when you're in your vibration and your momentum is going. There was a point, and I'm pretty sure people have experienced this, and if you haven't, do it, and you're gonna be in a spot that's like pretty funny. But when I was doing, what was it? I was just doing a lot of stuff to accomplish goals, and when I was doing that, I noticed that everything that I wrote down, I was starting to accomplish. Sitting here like, whoa, I'm starting to accomplish these goals. I need to make like new ones. I need to write new stuff. I need to put new stuff because I'm already starting to make these things happen. So it's like you get to a point where you're like, whoa, I hit all this stuff that I wanted to hit. What's next? So you have to take it to a bigger level. And then once you do that, you're in this, like in the passenger seat, just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
But like, okay, obviously just keep doing what I'm doing to get here. Things are going to come my way and blah, blah, blah. But really enjoy it. Just enjoy it. And just once you hit those milestones that you were looking for, then you'll come to like this period like, okay, I want to do something a little bit more. I want to take this bigger and better. How can I do that? And then you think, set whatever it is that you want, and then just continue doing what you're doing. You'll notice like you'll just be sailing and just riding into things like really easily. But definitely stay in your vibration. Another thing that helps too with your momentum is giving and receiving. But giving, like, when what I mean by that is not like, I mean, you can use money, but I mean like if someone's asking you about, oh, what did you do to get there? I'm noticing you're doing that. Like, share that. Give. That's a way of giving. Sharing that. Being open to help people, because when you're doing that, you're keeping your, I would say, your door to receive wide open. And for you to receive, you have to give. So that's one thing I've learned too. While you're in momentum, you're in this position where you're in alignment with people who you can just help them out with what you've been doing, and it just stays simple. And then while you're helping them, it's like somehow, some way, it's like some information is being exchanged, like he was saying earlier, and you become more aware of something like, whoa, and it just takes you on a whole new ride. But yes, that is what I got so far. Anything you want to add?
Yes. While he was discussing that, I was tuning into my guides, and what they wanted me to say is that we can do whatever we want to do. That every path is the right path. I know that's like cliche and very basic, but it came to me because I was like, okay, what now? Because I was kind of running out of things to say as he was speaking. Like, what should I take this next? So I tuned into my heart space. I'm going to give you a step by step how I do my intuitive readings. I go into my heart space. For first I imagine a white ball where my heart is. I go into that ball, then I kind of go upstairs. And as I'm walking up the stairs, I set an intention. I intend to connect to my source self, the highest version of me, who has my highest good in mind at all times. And then I'll receive something about whatever it is I'm inquiring about. For this particular instance, I was inquiring about what should I let the viewers know now? Because I'm kind of running out of things to say. And what they showed me is that they showed like me running across like not a lake but like where water is, where a pond, and then on the horizon I'm seeing a new earth, like half of an earth. And for whatever reason I interpret this as everything we do is okay, because all of what we're doing is, we came here to do all of what we do. We came here to create. We're constantly creating. We're constantly doing what we want to do at all times. So know that you might have this crazy ass idea, but know that that idea will never be the only idea. And in the midst of creating that idea, bringing that idea to this physical realm, you have other ideas. And what you can do while that big idea is being manifested, you can act on other ideas. I am a spiritualist. I give intuitive readings, but I'm also a server. I will one day own my own restaurant. I love to sing. I will one day sing on stage. I love to act. I will one day act. I love taekwondo. I do taekwondo now, but not in the way I will in the future, but it's something I'm doing now. And all these things, I'm being called very, very hard by all the things I just mentioned. My entire day is focused on the things I want to create. I love anime. I'm going to create an anime. I know it. I've already started writing out rough drafts of what this anime will discuss. I love video games. I'm going to create a video game. I've already started writing out plots of these video games. Talk about not telling people what I'm doing behind the scenes, but yeah, I'm like writing shit and doing things that I don't really talk about because I don't want to hear the perspective of others. But what I'm saying this to show is that my main thing might be intuitive readings, and I'm a server, but I'm going to be doing other things, and I'm focused on other things while these big things are happening right here. Because what will happen is that the momentum for those quote unquote smaller ideas will build over time. And there's nothing wrong with doing several different things. If you go to any kind of old school traditional business class, they will tell you to focus on one thing. Fuck that. I'm here to tell you that is bullshit. You can listen to that if you want to, but I guarantee you will find it limiting, because your internal being does not want to focus on one thing. It wants to expand exponentially in all directions. All directions. You don't want to be monotonous. You want to be, I don't know the opposite of that. I'm trying to be like smart and stuff, but it ain't working out. I don't, whatever. You just don't want to be like bland and basic. You want to experience all that you can't experience. And in order to do that, you need to do what? Be authentic within yourself and stay in your own vibration, okay? I feel that's a good place to wrap this up. What do you think? So usually at the end of this, we kind of give a little overview of what we're doing. And then next Tuesday at 4 p.m. EST, you can actually tune in to what we're going to do, a peace talk with the peace dealer on YouTube. You can YouTube the peace dealer, and who he is. He kind of does these peace talks with other intuitives, and it's like a Google Hangout, and Google Hangouts is like a Skype call but live. So you can literally tune in and ask us questions while we're on this Google Hangout, and we can talk to you guys. We can talk to him. And it's kind of like he just interviews us. So he interviews other spiritualists. He's going to interview us. We're going to have a very spiritual conversation. It lasts about an hour and some change. It's usually a pretty big reception, like a few thousand people watch it, guaranteed. So this guy is like, what he does is he has other intuitives and other tarot card readers under his name that are giving intuitive readings. So it's kind of like I don't want to say a school of intuitives, but more like a corporation of intuitives. And he does these intuitive videos and so forth. So look out for that. That'll be on our YouTube channel when we get done with it. Or you can also, when we post it, like maybe like at 3:55, 4 p.m. EST, we're going to provide the link for you to for you to watch and for you to join in, okay? But that's going to be Tuesday. What day is that? Today is what? The 15th. So that'll be the 22nd. Next week, Tuesday, yeah. The 22nd of August at 4 p.m. EST, okay? We'll be on Google Hangouts. And we'll also be having a podcast coming out that next Tuesday as well. We're not going to stop doing the podcast. The podcast will keep going on. We're going to first record that peace talk with him. Make sure to tune into that. Then we're going to have this the podcast up at the same time we do usually every Tuesday. And something else I've been working on, I have a YouTube channel. I'm not sure if you guys know about that. It is Intuitive Channels Are Us on YouTube. In a new series I've been doing 3 new series. The first is Channeling Dead Guys, where I channel dead guys. I've channeled Chris Cornell, Kurt Cobain, Nelson Ellis from True Blood, Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. Next, I'll be doing Michael Jackson. And I also have a series about celebrity intuitive readings. I've done Beyonce, Alaska Thunderfolk 5000, Bob the Drag Queen. I did Bob Dylan today. And a new series I'm jump-starting very soon is Channeling Intergalactics. I'm that freaky deaky kind of intuitive. I don't want to just like do the basic mediumship and stuff. I want to do that freaky deaky like transdimensional kind of stuff. That's the shit I'm into. I want to do that like that freaky stuff, that woo woo kind of spirituality stuff. So I'll be starting a playlist for that. So a lot of great things are coming, you guys. I now offer intuitive readings on my website. I also teach people how to channel on my website. I give intuitive readings, and I tell you how to give your own intuitive reading on my website. A lot of great things, you guys. A lot of great things. What about you, Thaddeus? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Just meditating daily, like I said I have been. Still working on stuff with the shirts. Still working with different companies at the moment, so I'm just getting all of that stuff finalized. And this is so random, but probably should have said this earlier, but if you guys haven't noticed, the quality of this podcast sounds so much better.
I wanted to discuss that. I completely forgot. Yes. So basically, we finally got a new microphone. It's a Rode Podcaster. It's pretty fancy. It was pretty hefty in price, but we're down for quality here at Why Did I Incarnate podcast. And if you want us to have a better video camera, because we want to be recording video and stuff, you can go to our Patreon page. I'll put that in on the Why Did I Incarnate podcast.com blog post, how to access our Patreon page, so you can help us out every month with like a small fee of like $1 a month. $1 a month would be awesome. You know, because what we're wanting to do is constantly increase the quality of this podcast, constantly provide back to you guys, just for the hell of providing, you know. And so it'd be awesome if you guys can help yourself, actually, because we're really doing this for you guys. So if you guys just give that dollar back to yourself, it'll come back tenfold, truly.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, that's improving. Really, I'm trying to see anything else. You kind of told them about the Patreon, so all that's working, and yeah, everything's just in the works of it. So
I feel like something is big about to happen. I don't know why.
what are you picking up?
So you feel like something's big about to happen, like this. Like we should mention something else because it's something they want to know. But I don't know what it is though. But it's something big is about to happen. Like we're about to like do something major. I don't know. Truly.
I'm curious myself, guys. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's picking up.
That's all.
That's a good feeling to have.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that should be it for the podcast. I'm done on my part. I have nothing that's coming to me, so that's it. All right. Well, everybody have a fantastic afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you're at. And we'll talk to you soon. Anything you want to say?
Nope. IntuitiveChannelsReus.com. I don't know. that little promotion.
This guy. All right, you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Later.